It's Rob and Sandra from My Wife the Dietitian, and this is Nutrition Nuggets.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Sandra.
Hey, we got a question from a listener, Pamela from Minnesota.
Oh, Pamela. What does Pamela want to know?
She said, what's the difference between Greek yogurt and regular yogurt?
The age-old question.
Yeah, and I think the Greek yogurt's popularity has definitely been skyrocketing.
It's in our fridge a lot more often than it ever used to be.
Yeah.
So, what's up with that?
I think it's the taste and texture is different. And some people will not eat Greek yogurt because it's too thick. And others like the other regular yogurt.
I love that it's thick. It's thick and it's way more creamy, it seems. I don't like runny yogurt. And I'm a fan of Greek yogurt for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's more to it than preference, right? I'm sure some nutrient differences.
Yeah, there are actually. And I mean, both yogurts have probiotics, so it's an excellent health food any way you want to eat it. And they're so versatile. But there is a difference in terms of nutrition. So let's go over that.
Can I just clarify something before we start?
Yeah.
Are we talking about like plain yogurt or flavored yogurts? Because they are always loaded with sugar, I guess, in both cases, right?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. Let's just stick with plain. Let's compare plain versus plain. So plain regular to plain Greek.
Okay, perfect.
All right. So yeah, the plain, basically the regular is strained through cheesecloth twice and the Greek is strained through cheesecloth 3 times.
Oh, well, that's kind of interesting.
So it actually removes some more of the whey, the watery part, and it makes it thicker.
Oh, no way. In the Greek yogurt.
Well, there is some, but not as much as regular.
Yeah.
But you know what that means? That you're straining off some of the calcium.
Oh, when you're straining the whey.
Yeah.
That's where the calcium is.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
I always tell people if they open their yogurt, whatever type, and there's a little bit of water on top, stir that in because you want that. That's where the calcium is.
Whey.
Yeah. No way. Yes way.
It's like that. What was that movie with those two guys? The Wayne's World.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that what they're, oh, way, no way. Was that what it is?
Hey, Wayne's World.
Anyway.
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Back to yogurt.
That's right. No.
Don't let me take you on a tangent here.
Oh, getting all cheesy. Sorry. Anyways, no, that's through the cheesecloth. They strain the yogurt. And then what happens is it gets more concentrated.
So it starts as the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then it gets more concentrated. So the Greek yogurt, you actually get more bang for your buck, but it does tend to be more costly.
Yeah.
More bang for your buck in the protein department, not in the calcium.
Now, why is there more protein in it?
Because they're using more milk and more yogurt. Like there's more, it's less watery, so it's more dense.
Oh, because it's more concentrated?
Yes. So in 8 ounces of Greek yogurt, it has about 20 grams of protein, whereas in the same amount of regular yogurt, you get about 11 to 13 grams of protein.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of protein. I remember noticing that and was surprised that there was so much protein in yogurt to begin with.
Yeah, and it's a really good source, like for people that have diabetes, for instance, or people that are trying to feel full without having as many calories or carbohydrates, because it's actually lower in carbohydrates too.
Oh, wow.
So I did mention about the calcium. Regular yogurt has about 3 times the amount of calcium in Greek yogurt in the same amount.
Right, because of the whey and the straining and all that.
No way.
Yeah, there's no whey there's less whey.
And that's right. Yeah, exactly. So
in Greek.
Yeah, they're both considered good sources of calcium, both regular and Greek.
Right.
But if someone's really trying to up their calcium, then you might want to stick with the regular.
Okay, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they per 8 ounces, they both have similar calories. And we're talking about the plain. If you add any flavors, as you mentioned at the start, then that affects the calories. It affects the sugars and all the added flavors.
Yeah. And I think we've mentioned in previous episodes that a good way to eat yogurt is just to get the plain yogurt. And if you want it flavored or sweetened, to add fruit to it. You can add berries or honey or something that's better than getting the flavored version from the store, because that's just so much sugar.
Absolutely. I agree. And it's because it's plain, it's versatile. Like you can substitute it in for sour cream or mayo or cream cheese in different recipes.
Yeah. I use it with sour cream with like nacho chips all the time. You can't tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I know. Either Greek or the regular. The Greek is a bit better for dips, I find.
It's not as runny.
Yeah, exactly. And people use it in cooking more, the Greek, because of that.
Yeah, I've done that too. I mean, if you want to sort of thicken a sauce or make it a little bit creamier, you can add some Greek yogurt to it.
And it doesn't curdle as much as the regular yogurt would curdle in the cooking.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, it is quite versatile. I like it a lot.
Yeah. There's half the amount of sodium in the Greek.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. As regular.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah. And generally speaking, it used to be that the Greek yogurt was much more expensive because of consumer demand was kind of ahead of the trend in terms of they didn't have as many options. But that was about 10, 15 years ago. Now, there's both available.
Yeah, I was going to say it used to be more of like a specialty health food, and now it's more mainstream. So the price is more in line with most of the other yogurts out there.
Yeah, but it is a more concentrated source of protein for people. So if you are looking for ways that does kind of rationalize the cost.
Yeah, okay.
Justify the cost.
Yeah. And when you're buying yogurt, maybe you can help explain this too. There's different, you always say to get 0% milk fat.
That's like a low fat yogurt. I mean, you could get a higher fat. I mean, it affects the taste, which is good. It is a saturated fat in the dairy products because it comes from animal.
Right.
And, 2% or under is kind of a good rule of thumb. So 2% MF milk fat or 1% MF milk fat or 0% MF milk fat.
And that's usually written right on the front in bigger letters. It's not on the nutrition facts. It's usually on the front label part of the yogurt.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy to spot that. So
yeah, there's some of the yogurts are like ice cream. They're like 10%.
Well, I was going to say that if you want a real treat, those are really good.
Yeah.
And maybe they're a good replacement for ice cream. If you want sort of that really yummy, creamy dessert like experience.
True. Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah. You get the probiotics and all the good benefits of the yogurt.
Huh.
Yeah.
You got my wheels turning.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So is there any more to say about yogurt? Or is that
I guess
just kind of a little brief?
Well, you can use it in smoothies and in dips, in sauces, dressings, lots of different ways in recipes. So it is a really versatile food that you don't just have to eat on its own, but you could just eat it as a snack or eat it at breakfast or put it with granola or, there's lots.
We challenge you to come up with as many ways as you can to eat your yogurt.
Yes.
And tell us about it.
Yeah. Let us know how you like your yogurt. So hopefully we answered Pamela's question about what's the difference between Greek and regular.
Yeah, there you go. Hopefully that helps. Now, what do we got coming up next week, next Monday on our full episode? We have another guest joining us, right?
Yeah, the kidney dietitian. Melanie Betts is a dietitian, and we're going to discuss kidney stones, all about kidney stones.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a jam-packed interview. We did that a couple of days ago, and holy moly, we just brushed the tip of the iceberg with that. Like, there's just so much to know about preventing kidney stones and helping to figure out what to do when you have them and what foods to eat and what not to eat and how to prevent recurrence if you've had kidney stones in the past.
Yeah, it was a really good eye-opening interview for sure. I knew not very much. I know probably what everyone else knows, and it's just kidney stones. You see it on Seinfeld and they kind of joke about it. It's like, oh, I got a kidney stone or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot more to it. And we'll get into all of that with Melanie on our episode on Monday.
Yeah.
So be sure to listen in for that.
That's awesome. All right. Well, I hope that was entertaining and informative today, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. And be sure to check out our social media pages as well. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You can check out our website. We've got some new articles up there. That's mywifethedietitian.com. You can email us your questions like Pamela did at mywifetherd@gmail.com. We love hearing from you guys. So.
Oh, and a side note, I am teaching a course on Dietitian Central for dietitians, and it's about long-term care and how to help people with dementia in long-term care in regards to their nutritional health.
Yeah, and you did another one there previously on
oncology nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are on the website. You can click on the homepage or on courses.
On our website.
On our website.
Yeah, okay.
mywifethedietitian.com, and click on courses, and you can look at those different courses. And if you want to join those, that would be great.
And they're geared towards dietitians.
Those two are geared towards dietitians,
but,
yeah.
I don't know, maybe there's information there that's good for everyone, or it's more geared to the care side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. You got some homework to do.
Awesome. Thanks, Rob.
All right. Have a good week, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on My Wife the Dietitian. If you like what you heard, don't be shy. Leave us a comment or review, and be sure to share our podcast with your friends. If you'd like to hear more, hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on our social media pages for updates, episode trailers, and other odds and ends. For more info and links on what we discussed on today's episode, check the show notes. We'll be back next week with another informative and fun-filled episode.